Alright, and we are live. So, where we last left off, the party decided to split up. Nail, Layla, and Irma decided to go investigate the ruins and the supposed supernatural events outside of Kiron. They succeeded in their quests and are returning post-haste because they received an alarming message on their tablet that Adrian was supposedly kidnapped. During that same point, after 2 days, Adrian managed to escape and strategically take out the organization that kidnapped him, along with Ortis's help. However, during the encounter, Adrian had encountered someone else who has created a similar type of bladed weapon as his. The origins of how this happened is unknown, as his patron, Ichigo, told him to flee and to run. So now, we take place into our party right now to figure out what the group is going to do and pick up where we last off with the group of Adrian and Ortis as they begin to wrap up their operation, and we'll see what they do until the team that went outside the walls come back. So, here we go. Environment. Oh, that happens. So, oh, he's back. Okay, there. So, Adrian, Ortis, you were both in the tunnel as a portion of it collapsed, cutting off the supposed escape route that some of these people were taking to escape. A portion of these organization people have been captured. What do you do?
I guess Adrian would leave the interrogation to
The Duchess's, the Countess's...
the Duchess's...
yeah. Okay. So they would do the interrogation. So basically after this, are you going to go back to the Citadel? Or are you going to go back to June and Autumn? Or you guys are going to go back to the mansion?
Well, actually, I think you just listen in on the interrogation. Or whatever.
Alright.
Yeah, I think Oris would probably be here interested in seeing what the man with no legs would say.
Yeah, which is this guy. Who? I am just tagging all of them up together.
I don't think anyone's saying anything.
Yeah. So. Okay. So. You guys come back up the stairs here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Adrian, what was that girl about that sword?
No clue.
Which claim is that?
Can your sword do that?
Yeah, I can do similar stuff to that, but not dark like that.
Is this guy dead or alive? No, I'll just put him here. Alright. So you guys make it up to the top floor. And you see that the guards are having this handled as they are going to begin their interrogations as well as conduct that's weird. Yeah, my audio is good, okay. So
Might be on my end, I don't know.
Can you hear me?
It sort of.
Okay, hang on. How about now?
A little better.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
I'm starting to hear you a little bit better, Bramble.
Okay. So, these guys are interrogating these people, and so yeah. Where's the flag? Where's that red flag that I had? There we go. So, so what are you guys wanting to do? Are you wanting to interrogate the people that are up against the wall here, that are unconscious at this point?
Whoever seems like important.
So the dual-wielding individuals appeared to be the ones in charge. Like, appeared to be the superiors. So the one that Ortis cut off the legs, he's being patched up, so yeah.
Okay. You stable?
So, it's not this guy, it's this guy.
Yeah. I'm looking at this one stable.
Yeah, these guys are unconscious, and they're being guarded.
Hello there. How is your arms?
Don't you mean legs?
No, he said arms.
Is this? Stay away from me! Get this thing away from me! He says in a panicked voice.
Are you going to let this? Are you going to tell everything that you're going to talk? Aren't you?
Okay, say it again. You didn't make sense.
I was like, are you going to talk to this fine? Or is just looking at this guy? Is it he or she?
It is a he.
Are you going to talk to this fine sir over here? Or do I have to begin?
So this guy kind of like looks at you, then looks back, and like he then looks at you, and you can't see it, but he does give a wink at you as he kind of like understands what you're trying to point at and says, "Look, sir, I think you should talk to me. I can't control this guy. I mean, come on. Look at you. He basically brutalized you. Do you want him to do the same to your friends over there? You might want to talk to me." And like he looks at you, then at the guard, and the guard's going to roll a persuasion. Natural 20. And the guy with no freaking legs, you freaking barbarian orc, you, for such brutality. He immediately says like, "I want to talk with him," as he points to the guard and not you. "Just get this guy away from me." It says, "Alright, take him into the next room. I'll conduct the interview." And,
before he goes in, he's like, one more thing. If you don't talk, there's another far worse than I. You will not like to meet her in such circumstances.
roll for intimidation, and you have bloody advantage, because this guy is utterly terrified of you, because you freaking chopped off his goddamn legs. like freaking Kratos cutting off Hermes' bloody legs in God of War. Like, Jesus Christ. Pardon my language, but damn. You brutal. 17. This guy, it's just... like he is just utterly terrified of you. And these guys, take him by the arms as he is being dragged out. And,
Adrian,
what?
Adrian just thought of a question. Adrian will go up to the guy with the missing legs and ask him, could you tell, before you leave, could you tell me who that woman with that sword was? That magical thunder sword.
What woman?
The one that you worked for.
I don't know.
Did she give Adrian his name? Her name?
No. You did see her face, though.
You'll give a description of her then?
Roll a wisdom, please, to see if you can recall.
Well, it was just a few moments ago. Why wouldn't he remember it?
It was the heat of the moment, dude. Just roll a wisdom to see if you could remember any distinguishing features about this woman.
Okay, wisdom. 12.
Okay, you give a general good description, and he says, "I don't know who that is. I don't handle freaking partnerships and all of that. I'm just in charge of freaking security. The boss is the one who is in charge of freaking delegating with potential people to work alongside with and all of that. I don't know shit."
Then, who's your boss? Put me in this direction.
He's out of town.
Where out of town?
He's saying something about going to some dumb mountain on a contract with some rich noble punk ass. That's all I know.
Oris is behind him and he can radiate rage and anger.
he says I swear to God, he went to Mount Witch, okay? He went to talk to some noble because he was working with him on a contract and something about a treasure. I don't know anything else. Please.
What does he look like?
he's bald. He has a bushy beard, and he has a scar on his left eye, and he has hazel eyes, and he's missing his hand. He has a hook for a hand.
Okay. Piss yourself.
I think that's going too far, Borges. He's already gone through enough.
Adrian, you could see that he's like terrified beyond recognition. Like there was like he is so terrified you could see like bags under his eyes for how terrified he is right now. He is not wanting to be in this situation anymore. He wants to be taken away. He wants to go somewhere in a prison cell to be left alone. He's terrified.
Yeah, just take him away, guards.
It says, yeah, sure. Good luck with your mission. And takes them over here. And they're gonna begin their questioning of and all of that.
Or it's because of these guys? Are you guys willing to talk?
So,
Hey, buddy, you need a jail bill? When did you get so much?
I don't know. Ordis is apparently going to the dark side. I don't know. He's gonna like he's doing stuff, and there's gonna be some consequences for his dark side actions. I don't know. I'm putting it out there. Anyway,
Yeah, Aiden's pretty disapproving of. He's giving it Ordis a pretty disapproving look at the moment.
okay. So you're going to try to talk to these three. So my question is. So you're saying, are you guys going to talk? So my question is, are you intimidating, or are you going to try to persuade them?
Intimidate.
Well, for goddamn intimidation, my man. Okay, they look at you, and one of them just spits at your feet.
But when he spits on his feet, he crushes his first foot.
Oh,
He will not take disrespect.
roll a strength check.
Get it in jail for abuse?
Okay, right now you guys are agents for a noble, so basically police brutality, it's allowed so long as you don't end up killing the prisoner. 8. Okay, so you kind of like
Listen,
step on his foot, but he doesn't feel anything. He says, "Is that all you got, Greenskin?"
He just kicks him in the nuts.
Roll for an attack. So yeah, you kick the guy in front of you. You kick this guy in the balls, and it's like, oh, and keels over. And these two just kind of look at him and then look at you, and they say, I propose to be on your good side. The guy on the right says, and then the left guy says, I also want to propose to be on your good side.
Good. Oris grabs his alchemy jug and pours it all. Pours each of them a small taste of all. Beer? Or let's see what alchemy jug.
I do believe you could create 1 liquid per day.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll make some beer for them.
Okay, and you have cups. I'm gonna presume because you also have a mess kit, so you would have cups. So yeah, you do pour cups of beer for them. They are handcuffed, by the way.
He just pours some of them into their mouth. Not like aggressively, just gives them some of them.
They're kind of like hesitant, but like after sniffing what's in the jug, they kind of like look at each other and then look at you. And they just slightly open their mouths, just slightly hesitantly. They're not sure of, like, you were being brutal and now you're being kind all of a sudden. So it's emotional whiplash at the moment. So they accept the drink.
The only one he doesn't give drink to is the one he kicked in the balls.
Yeah, which is this guy. I'll mark him like this because you kind of like kicked him in the balls, so he's keeled over.
Much better. So you guys are are you guys willing to talk to these fine gentlemen over here?
It says we'll do whatever you say. We're cooperating.
Good. Because I must warn you, there is another, and she is far worse than me.
Roll for intimidation. 10. Okay, they kind of look at you. Yeah. They kind of look at you, and they kind of like look at each other, and they're like, they just give a nod in understanding. That's all. They're not shit scared, but they are, in a sense, understanding of the fear that you were portraying. And this guy goes up to you and says, we'll take it from here. And they are going to begin the interrogation. These guys are unconscious, so my question is, are you guys wanting to wake them up or leave them to the 2 guards here?
Do you want to take care of this, Adrian? Or should I?
Sure, I'll take him to the guards.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're gonna talk to this guard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do you say?
You ask if he would give a description of the woman again and ask if they know anything about her.
These 2. So, like I said, they are unconscious.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that part. Do they seem important, or are they just like regular?
Okay, well, this is like a regular grunt. This guy seems to be a lieutenant.
Okay, he'll wake up the lieutenant then.
Also, I think he's the one that was planning to torture you.
Yeah, that was the guy that tortured you. That was the guy who tortured you. The roles have reversed.
No, we're not a fan. But,
Hey, everybody has gone to the dark, deep end here, Bramble, since you were away, okay? So things are a bit, dark right now.
Adrian hasn't done anything.
Well, not you, but it's mostly on Ortiz and Layla's side.
yeah, but like,
I'm thinking Layla has rubbed off on Ortiz, and that's why he's, acting like this.
True, but Layla's making a slight course correction.
Yeah.
He's trying to be better.
Anyway, do you have some more of that beer?
So basically, I'm talking with the group that's still in the city. Once they say like
Okay, got
yeah,
it.
you because you're with Nail and Layla, so you're outside of the city.
Got it. Okay, I will shut up.
No, it's okay, it's okay. So do you ask one of the guards to try to wake up this lieutenant guy, or are you gonna leave him be?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
this guy, this guy basically pours a health potion in him. He regains consciousness, and he says,
We can just do medicine check on him instead, instead of wasting a drug potion.
okay, so you want to do a medicine check?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Do a medicine check. It was this guard's health potion, by the way. It was his health potion. 5. Okay, you don't know. I mean, you did attack him. You do see some of the wounds that you have inflicted. Sadly, you do not know how to tend to these wounds. You have been in battle before, you have tended to some wounds, except you have not tended to the wounds of this powerful, Sunderfang you created, so you have no idea how to heal these wounds.
Okay.
So this guy, he's gonna give the health potion to the guy, and he wakes up. And, yeah. He wakes up and like, and he notices his predicament. And he is cuffed.
Right.
He is cuffed, so, yeah. Yeah, the Sunderfang is basically a, kind of like a flame tongue, but it does thunder damage, and it's stylized as a katana.
Basically, the flavor of it, that it moves so fast that it creates mini sonic booms when it hits somebody.
Yeah. Clearly, we need a ground move. Yes.
So Adrian will ask the lieutenant if he knows about the woman.
Okay, so you gave the description, and it says, "Oh, you mean her? Yeah, I've seen her around with the boss."
Who is she?
Well, for starters, she ain't human.
Okay,
So you're saying she's an Elfheim reject?
No, I'm saying she's not human nor elf. Not even a damn tiefling.
What is she?
Hell if I know. Though, I did hear she say something in a strange language. I don't know.
Can you try to reproduce it?
So he is going to roll a wisdom to see if he could try to reproduce it. 22. Okay, so he actually does remember it. So he sounds it out. So orders to you, it was just some gibberish. However, Adrian, you recognize this language. And you hear the sentence as it's saying that I am here to seek the disciple of my brother. I wish to test his mettle and see if he is worthy of the title. If he is not, then I won't have to deal with him as much. That's what the sentence "as much" says.
So Adrian's guessing that maybe she's Ichigo's sister?
Possibly.
What were you planning to do in the city?
Hell, we were just here keeping trade and business booming. We're part of the Freedom Resistance, trying to fight back against the Yarans. And to the cowards who decided to make peace with them. And this guy is kind of like scowling at these guards, and they are Yaran. And you, he kind of like looks at you. You're a cowardly traitor as well. You decided to work with them. Do you know what they have done?
I just want peace in both lands. No more wars.
I don't think we're gonna get some more peace. Kind of looks at Adrian just like kind of gets partially sad. plenty of plans or interested in Faerun. It's a new horizon. No, we're fighting against each other.
Well, I'm doing what I can.
So, you both then hear a guard calling for your names as he's coming through the room, and says, "Ortis! Adrian! The commander wishes to speak with you."
Okay, he'll go. You follow?
Yeah, so he leads you. And he can, like, stand guard. And, so yeah. And he is in front of you and says, "Your compatriot, Miss Shala here, has given me the basic situation. We will handle things from here. We will give our report to the Duchess as soon as we can. For the time being, I suggest you get some rest. You have been through a lot."
Sure, I'd like that again. And
So we should probably tell our friends that you're safe.
I already told them, I think. Didn't Adrian send the message already?
I don't
think so.
No, you didn't.
You never had time.
You never had time because you were focusing on trying to get the party together to do the raid.
Okay, yeah, sure. We can do that then.
Okay, so are you texting team outside to tell them that you are safe? Or are you wanting to go to wherever you want to go?
He'll use the tablet.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, how do you word the message?
Adrian will just send. Adrian has escaped. Everything is fine now.
Okay, so the message sends. So after you
Oris grabs his tablet. Hey, spirit, caretaker. Did you get that? What the guy said?
Yes.
You recognize the language?
Sadly, I do not. This is a strange language.
Well, I guess we wait for the others, and then probably by the end of the week, you guys can get to see my sister and some of my clansmen.
So are you guys wanting to go back to the mansion, or go do something else?
I guess we can go back to the mansion. Well, Adrian, let's go check on June and Autumn then.
Okay. They are at so they are at the Citadel. So I will say for this context that you do check up on them. They are safe and sound. They're in the lobby of the Citadel. They are asking questions of what happened. You tell them what happened. They feel relieved. And they are hoping to reopen their business as soon as possible when it is safe.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, you guys will head back to the mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will just move you guys to the mansion. So, going back to the rest of the group. So, Nail, Layla, and Irma. So, as you are traveling your way back, you suddenly get a chime on your tablet. And it is from Adrian. So it's like whenever someone is sending messages through the tablets, you guys have your own like little profiles and message boards and whatever. And it says Adrian is safe and sound. And the caretaker acknowledges this as well, saying that this is correct, that he is safe. This is genuine from his tablet.
Well, he resolved his own issues.
He normally does.
Yes, so you guys are basically kind of like half. You're basically guys like halfway. In your travel through the city. So basically by tomorrow, late morning, you will be back in Curon. Is there anything specific you want to do?
No. None.
Not really. Was this murder related in any way to the woman that we're chasing down? Do we have any details on that?
So, Layla, do you want to tell Emma about your sister and the situation?
She's in the dark. Let's say she's taken the side with Mother at the moment, and it's far too dangerous for us to meet her safely.
So your sister has taken your mother's side.
Yes.
That's very bad. What
Yes.
side is that?
The side of a demon god?
Alright, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, they do tend to be pretty bad. Okay. Those demon gods.
I mean, how else would you describe your mother, Layla, other than a demon god? She's worshipped. She's definitely a demon.
Let's see. Been known to bring the near apocalypse to the world and still plans to do so. And there's no better description than a demon god. Or perhaps the she-devil.
Your sister killed this person?
No.
No.
She
killed
was
a few
killed.
dragons.
Yeah, she went on a dragon murder spree. No, the murders of the children and the wife of the mayor caused by I'm gonna go with a spurned lover that wasn't actually a lover.
Sort of. Yeah. And the spirits had vengeance.
The woman she worked with to help raise the orphans liked her, and he just wasn't into it, so the wife had to die.
along with a few orphan children, which she just got a taste of killing children. The good
Remember,
news
they were
is
witnesses.
I don't think all of them were witnesses. I think she just got a taste for it. Yeah. But either way, she was currently dragged to hell. We can see ghosts now because of us helping Pete appease the spirits.
That's a lot to digest.
Yeah, it was quite dramatic.
So, the rest of us, Ortis and Adrian,
They're currently in town. Seem to have resolved their own problem.
well, that's good. Was I incorrect? Is Ortis still sick? I remember that.
No, Otis is temporarily cured at the moment.
We fixed that. Well, an ancient machine fixed that.
The same sort of ancient machine technology that's like this, and I tap the
Tablet, yes.
data. Yeah.
Yes, there's a citadel in the middle of the city where we met the
Supreme caretaker.
caretaker who fixed Otis.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm good to, I'm glad to hear that. Even the sick last time I was here. Okay, so what are we doing now? Besides, investing through.
So, you finished the investigation and all that, so you are heading back.
Yes, we're heading
No,
back.
I know. That's what I mean. Like, what is the next?
So basically, they are waiting for Otis's sister
Yes.
to go to Kiron, because they are planning to go to the Mount Witch area to deal with the noble that supposedly has kidnapped. Well, not kidnapped, but
Working with the enemy.
Yeah, working with the enemy.
One of our enemies.
One of your enemies, and who has enslaved them and is possibly trying to recover or acquire one of the relics that belongs to Mother.
See, if I might ask a crucial question, why are we waiting? Is there a specific reason we're waiting for the sister to go to Furnace instead of just going to the Mount, whatever?
They are a small band now because, they were killed and a portion of their tribe or team was, captured and or possibly enslaved in that area. So basically they are going to team up, basically rebel style, to, sneak in, free and liberate the people within the region, and also possibly learn what they can about what's happening in the region.
Oh, I thought the only reason we were waiting was so Ortis could actually meet up with his sister, because it was a nice thing to do.
Well, I was
That too.
asking in the sense of what Ortis wanted to do. Do you want to take the group to your sister, or do you want your sister to meet up here and possibly pitch the idea to the Duchess to see if she could lend support for this operation? Because I think...
Otis would like his sister to meet the Duchess.
Yeah. So that is why. So
More hands.
Also, just in case if he and them are affected, that they can get cured.
yeah.
Alright. Off the city we go, I guess. Unless Nail or Layla wanted to do something else.
Depends. When we get there, GM, has the dragon finally hatched?
Well, like I said, is there anything specific you guys want to do before you reach your destination of Kiron? Or are you just wanting to get all the way to Kiron?
Just get to Kiron.
Okay, so I would say you guys make your way. Okay, you have no difficulties, no issues. You get to Kiron, you get to the mansion, and as soon as you get there, you see some of the servants are outside tending to the garden. They see the carriage pull up, and they see you, and it says, "Ah, Lady Layla, Sir Nail, and Irma. It is a pleasure to see you again. It has been quite a while since you have left. Were there any issues on your travels?"
Outside of ghosts and zombie bears, none at all.
I see. Well, Sir Adrian and Sir Ortis, as well as Lady where the hell is
Shala.
Yeah, Shala. Oh yeah, Shala. I see her. Lady Shala are inside. They are having a discussion as well as eating some breakfast prepared. Please enjoy. And you guys go inside, and you see Shala is basically discussing certain magics and what is happening, and basically she's describing potential ways to secure areas with magic, supposedly to try to secure the corruption in a magic zone that could ensure the corruption does not spread. She's basically talking about that, and she's telling you this. She was researching that with the people at the Citadel.
Okay. Have you found any solution or any point of inference you would like us to investigate?
I have discovered certain things, yes, but it is not known. There is a possible chance of it succeeding, but we won't know until we attempt it.
Exactly. I was gonna say, you would likely not have any sources of corruption easily accessible to test that on. So, what is it, though?
Say that again?
What is it? What have you found?
The zone, or like I'm asking. So you're asking what they found?
Because they were talking about something to stave off the corruption, correct?
Yes. So basically, they were talking about basically putting the zone of the corruption in a magical pocket dimension. Basically, the only way to get into the corrupted zone will be like through a makeshift magic portal. But the attempt to try to do this is not ideal.
It doesn't sound okay.
Yeah, because they don't know how they are going to try to attempt it. They have attempted it before, but with smaller, like, experiments, but they have not tried to do it on an actual pocket dimension size of a large zone. So that is basically what is happening.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah,
So you're trying. So
So-
you're trying to stuff it in a pocket dimension, or you're trying to travel through a pocket dimension?
we are trying to put it in a pocket dimension, and the only way to access the pocket dimension will be only with a magical key of sorts. Basically, it's a way to ensure it does not spread, and to ensure only trained personnel to go inside and basically quell the corruption from within.
Which would explain why it's not working. Magic with fire to isolate an entire area. It's not going to be easily accessible. I'm gonna say. Is there anything we can do to help?
Well,
We do have concerns with this noble. Been hiring murderers, but
we are currently expanding our magical expertise to non-film design, but we are unsure if it will work or not. Again, it is an experimentation we are trying to do. It may or may not work, but we are attempting it.
Maybe a rune of purity could undo it. Can push the corruption back.
We do know that the blossom trees do try to cleanse the area, but there is only so much it can do. If we could try to replicate the technology of the blossom tree, but into making it into a pocket dimension, it could be possible.
let's see. We have problems with the blossom trees specifically, but do let us know if there's anything that we can do. In the meantime,
You can go on.
oh no, in the meantime I was just gonna say, how about we take care of this other issue for you?
I meant an actual rune? A rune of purity? From Gunpowder? Giant runes? You guys don't have rune magic? Looks at everyone. Then he sees, Irma is like, oh, hi, Irma.
Hey, I mean, that could work, potentially. I don't know the particulars of rune magic, but, portals are my specialties.
My friend knows about rune magic.
I also hear that you have your sister on the way to help us murder a murderer. Is it a murder if we murder a murderer?
No, it's getting even.
Yes, if you do it illegally.
It isn't really murder if you have the father's permission.
But luckily we have the law on our side, so it's completely justified.
Anyway, we're meeting up with your sister right for this. Is that correct?
Yes. I figured it'd be a really good idea for my sister to meet the Duchess. She has a much better way with words than I do.
Do you have an ETA on that?
I said it would take like maybe a week or maybe less than a week, so like 4 days or so. So you guys are basically within the third day. So tomorrow, Otis's sister would arrive. As this is happening, Layla, the
Mhm.
person, the maid that you asked to tend to the egg, is coming
Yeah.
downstairs in a hurry, and she is frantic, and she turns to you, Layla, and she says, "Lady Layla,
Yeah.
there is something odd happening to your possession.
Ooh, like what?
It is uh, changing into vibrant hues of bright and dark green."
I go check on it.
So yeah, so you go check on it, and you see that it is kind of like when you like say you look at something, it changes like a color, like a reflection or something. So one moment it's bright green, the next it's transitioning to a dark green, and so forth. So that is basically happening. Um, and what you could tell is it is close to hatching, as what you will read up on this, specifically for green dragons. So when it's doing this, it means it's close to hatching. So is there anything specific you want to do?
Probably start preparing to take care of it, feed it.
Okay, so yeah, what do you do?
Mm,
Like how do you
real quick.
prepare? How do you prepare for this thing to come into the world?
Well, we're gonna have to spend a little shopping to get, I guess, pet toys and dragon food.
Do you know what dragons eat?
Eh,
Especially
meat,
green dragons?
probably meat.
Probably meat.
It's gonna be small when it comes out. Or was it large as a dog?
No, it is going to be a dragon wormling,
Or one?
and they are medium size. So basically, kind of like the size of like a large dog, I guess. I don't know, because you guys are medium, but this is a medium dragon, so it's basically would be the size of like maybe or maybe the size of a bear, like a small bear or something. I don't know. It's medium size, so basically it would be larger than you, but not as large. It would be kind of like basically it would be up to your waist of how big it is.
Oh.
That's how I'm ruling how big a wormling is gonna be.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So do you ask the servants to go shopping for you as you are tending to the egg personally?
Trying to think about this.
Okay.
Hmm. For now, they can shop, but I will ask the Duchess about possibly moving this dragon being someplace safe.
Okay. So you send for a message to the Duchess to
Mm-hmm.
come here, basically, to talk to you then.
Yeah.
Okay. You send that out. And I would say, do you mention the, do you mention this to the Duchess?
Yes.
Damn it. Sorry. I am...
Mm.
Sorry, I'm trying to, There we go. Sorry, I was trying to fix my Word document of notes. There we go. So okay. So you sent the message to the Duchess, or the Countess, or whatever I gave the title to. The Duchess, and she kind of like messages back with a saying that for now, tend to the egg. I will see what I could do. And so yeah, so you tend to the egg. You are tending to the egg. What are you doing to tend to this egg?
Hiding it and reading its story.
So you're basically making sure that it's well warmed.
Well, warmed and low.
Okay. So you are doing this, and it's changing colors again, like from light green to dark green, and transitioning from that. And as you are basically keeping it warm and tending to it, you get a pulse from the egg. But it's more of this pulse is sounding of a heartbeat. And you see that the transition from light green to dark green is slowing down a bit. So it is close to hatching. This is kind of like happening kind of like in the afternoon right now. So this is what I'm asking. What is everybody else doing while Layla is tending to her egg?
Neil will be up with Layla observing the egg.
Okay. Layla, do you accept Nail being there?
Sure.
Alright. Helping with the egg care. Adrian, what would you be doing?
He'd just be watching curiously, because he's never seen a baby dragon before, I don't think.
Okay, so you will be assisting with that. Emma, what would you be doing?
I think I'm looking at the game.
Okay.
Specifically, I'm playing soft music.
Okay. Ortis, what are you doing while Layla is tending to the egg? Because apparently everybody is wanting to tend to the egg alongside Layla.
As soon as Morris hears the music, he goes upstairs and starts playing his drums.
Everyone wants to see the baby.
So everybody is taking their full attention to this egg. Okay, I'm going with it. So the servants come back with the necessities and all that as you are tending to this egg, and I would say when it's mid to late afternoon at this point, kind of like after lunch, the egg slowly stops transitioning from light to dark green. And the heartbeat that you are sensing stops. And a couple of seconds go by. Nothing is happening. 1 minute goes by. 2 minutes have gone by.
Nail. Medical check on the egg.
You could roll a medicine check, or you could roll an animal handling check. It's your choice.
I have animal handling.
Okay, you could go. So, like, Nail, you could do a medicine, or Otis, you could do an animal handling. It's your choice. I'm letting you guys do what you want. Okay, a 14. Nail?
I don't have the best wisdom, so
19.
let's see what this does.
19.
Actually, that's a 20.
Well, natural 20, but -1. But I'll roll with it. So, Otis, as you are looking at this egg, you have seen creatures who do lay eggs. However, you have never seen a dragon egg before, so you kind of like going off to what knowledge you know. You know that when eggs are basically ready to hatch, they kind of like have like a few minutes of non-movement before they are hatched. Now, as you are examining the egg and doing medicine check on it, you could tell that the egg is fine, that the creature inside is still breathing, in the sense it's still alive. And after, like, I would say 3 or 4 minutes have gone by, you hear a rustling coming from within the egg. As you then hear the cracking of shell happens. And you see some cracks on the egg as you see it's starting to hatch.
Yes.
And it goes on. So the egg breaks up, and you see what appears to be a tail. And then you see what appears to be a foot. Until slowly the egg kind of like topples a little. And kind of like cracks open. And you see, coming out of it, a small, little, green reptilian creature. Its eyes are closed. But it does make a sound. It makes a kind of like a cooing sound of sorts. Not like a bird, but basically like a sound, basically trying to register that it's here and that it needs basically direction. How do you respond?
I pick it up.
Okay. So it is a wormling. It is not big. Like I said, it's kind of like in the size of small. So it's kind of like the size of a small dog. Think of it like a Jack Russell, if you would, or a cat. Basically, it's that size.
Okay.
And you pick it up, and it senses that it's being picked up. It senses you. And it kind of like makes a sound as it kind of like basically, you know, like it's saying like, "Hey, I'm here" and everything. And it slowly begins to open one of its eyes, and it sees you. And it just like opens its mouth, and you see like small, sharp teeth and all of that. And it's just like making a sound, a screeching sound, a low pitch screech sound, basically acknowledging you. So it is imprinting on you at this moment. And you see its wings are basically still small, and you see the dragon is basically adjusting to you holding it. So basically, it's kind of like resting itself in your arms. So everybody has just witnessed the birth of a baby wormling green dragon.
Yep. Neil's taking notes.
Okay.
Is it a boy or girl dragon?
Ooh. Ooh. Do you want to check?
Do you ask that out loud?
No, I don't ask that out loud. I
Okay,
ask Neil.
Okay,
Is
so
it
this is what I'm gonna ask. You have gone over dragon books, basically asking how to tell a male and a female apart. So I'm going to allow you. I will allow you to make a animal handling check or a medicine check.
If we're assuming that a dragon is like a reptile of any kind, there is no checking at this age.
At this age, correct. But there will be some distinctions, basically,
There will be no distinctions between males and females at this age whatsoever.
This is a dragon. It is different from a regular reptile. This is a dragon. Okay? This is a dragon. It's not a dinosaur, it's not a freaking Komodo dragon, it is a actual dragon. So, I am allowed to homebrew this how I want.
But most lizards would still have internal reproductive organs.
Yes, but I'm saying like maybe the horns are shorter. Maybe the snout is different. Maybe it has like a type of style of scales that differ from male to female. But everything is basically internal, as you said. So, I am allowing you to make an animal handling check or a medicine check, or you could use your history check to go over the notes that you went over with the book that you researched to see if you could check the gender of this dragon.
Try history.
Okay. So I would say you would have advantage. I'm going to be nice because you did your research, so you would have advantage. So 19. So I am then going to ask you I'm then going to ask you to pick either 1 or 2.
1.
It is a male. You could tell that it is a male green dragon.
It's a boy. By the looks of it.
So how you could tell is that its scales are a bit darker than female green dragons. You could tell that the horns are a bit sharper and a bit more robust than females, in the sense of the descriptions and depictions of the pictures, basically, that you saw in these books. So basically, you could tell that this is indeed a dragon that is male. So now the big question is, Mama Layla, what are you gonna name the dragon? You could go on to Google, you could go to a fantasy name generator to actually pick up a random generated dragon name. Or you could just go on with your own dragon idea name. It is entirely up to you. Just make sure to put it in your character's notes that you have adopted a baby green dragon by that name.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some time.
I will give you,
decide.
like, yeah, so I would say that Layla would be tending to the dragon for the rest of the day. So my question is for everybody else, what are you all doing?
Neil wants to determine whether baby dragons are born knowing Draconic, or do they have to learn it?
So you want to go over this in the sense of the library? Because I would presume that you guys kind of like,
No, I want to talk to the dragon.
because you want to talk to the dragon in Draconic.
Yeah, which is a language I already know.
Okay. What do you say?
I'm just gonna start interacting like you'd interact with the baby. Hi, wave my hand.
So it does acknowledge you, Nail. It does acknowledge you. So it is capable of understanding Draconic. But it cannot speak it yet, because again, it is a infant.
Fascinating. Dragons are born understanding their language.
And then some of them are born fully intelligent.
So what is everybody else doing?
Is this Adrian's just looking at the baby dragon?
Like, forget about adventuring. We are going to take care of this baby dragon. We're gonna be parents now. Like, the world could end. I won't care. I am going to take care of this dragon.
Till Ordis' sister gets here, aren't we just basically waiting?
Just tapping their foot, looking at the watch on their wrist, and like, what's taking them so long?
Or sees it's like, never seen such a creature before.
Were there dragons in Gunkar?
Otis, you did hear tales of these type of creatures in Gunkara, but they're mostly legends and myths. So you never thought that they could be real.
Never seen one before.
Well, first time for everything.
So yeah. So what is everybody doing? So like
Neil's being the nerdy researcher and is doing measurements and stuff.
Yep, I will allow that. So you take measurements of the little dragon. Emma, what would you be doing?
See. Oh, you know, I will be researching the place we are going.
You're gonna do some research on the place you're gonna be going, which is near Mount Rich. Okay. So you could request the information from the Duchess's people, or you could do your own research by going to a library.
Both is good.
Okay, both. So, are you wanting to go to the library first, or you want to go to the Duchess's people first?
No, I'm going to go to the Duchess's people first, so I have something to cross from.
Okay. So, you're going to go...
Boris is going to go with her, or them.
Yes, you're going to go with Elma. Okay. You guys are going to the Duchess's people first to see what you could find out. Then go to the library to basically crowdsource the information to plan something. Okay. I will allow you guys to do that.
Hey, Layla, can I take what's left of the egg?
Sure.
Okay, please put in your inventory, Nail. Green dragon eggshells.
Yep, and ambionic fluid.
Oh
Don't forget
god.
that.
Oh god. Yeah. So the dragon is basically covered in some amniotic fluid. By the way, I forgot to mention that. But yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna collect it as I clean off the dragon. Collect all the eggshells. Wonder what this could be used for?
Oh,
Maybe acid potions?
yeah, actually, I think you can make acid from the alchemy jug.
Yes, I can.
Yeah. So
I meant like potions of resisting acid from the amniotic fluid of dragon.
Oh, okay. I see what you're going with. So you're going to be doing that. Adrian, what are you wanting to do after this egg? After the wonderful moment that is birth, what are you wanting to do?
I can't really think of anything that he would do, other than just like...
You could talk to Shala, you could go talk to your old friend Candice, or you could go talk to Ichigo, or you could go to the meditation room. Like, I'm giving you options. You could go do whatever you want. I'm letting you do what you want to do.
Hugo could give you some answers on his brother, quote unquote.
His sister. Yeah, he'll go to the meditation room then.
Okay. You head to the meditation room.
And he'll try to convene with Ichigo.
Okay. So, you're going to be doing that. So, what I'm going to ask from you, Adrian, is I need you to make a wisdom check. And then to make a charisma check, arcana.
20 for wisdom. Arcana isn't charisma.
No, but I'm saying that since your charisma is your spellcasting abilities, I'm going to allow you to roll the arcana with your charisma. So 9. Okay.
Plus proficiency, that would be 13 or 12.
Okay. So you managed to bridge a connection. And then you focus your magic into this connection. And basically, you find yourself in a type of Japanese training room, a temple of sorts. And you see sitting on their knees, like Japanese style, like kneeling down like that. You see Ichigo. And you see him in his true form, his only form. And he is basically looking outside the open doors, and he's looking outside of a horizon of a lake, overseeing mountains and all of that. And he is just sitting there. And you see his sword is beside him, as he is just looking outside. What do you do?
What time of day is it?
It is late afternoon, I would say. So, like, right after lunch. But in this but in this situation, it is kind of like not in the afternoon. It's kind of like a perfect view. No faults or whatever in this view that you are seeing. But yes, you say good afternoon, and it says, "Is it a good afternoon, young Adrian? I do not think it is."
I have reason to believe that it was your sister, perhaps somebody related to you.
Yes. You see, I am the spirit of vengeance. But that person followed my sister, who is the disciple of war.
She seems to really dislike you for some reason.
Yes, I am aware. Her name is Hisako. She is the spirit of strength and war. And she does not like me because apparently I abandoned her. I left her alone after everybody else left. I was her older brother, and I abandoned her. You can see that there is a type of pain, frustration, as he is saying this.
Why did you abandon her?
Because I did not want her to walk the path that I walked. I did not want her to follow the path of violence and bloodshed. She is the spirit of strength, But strength doesn't need to be tied to bloodshed and killing. But she was blind, and she could not see. And it is because of me that she was blind. So I had to leave, so she could try to see. But apparently I drove her deeper to that pass. I do not know what has happened to my other siblings, but I pray that they are still alive.
Well, you just made more enemies that I do not need.
You are free to sever our bond if you do not wish to be part of this. I do not blame you.
I still need your power.
You still need my power, but is it to fight for your strengths? To follow the paths of bloodshed and killing? Or is it to reclaim your honor from your family? As he stands up with his seized sword in hand. Why did you request my strengths?
To protect those who I hold dear, and to protect the weak as well.
Yes.
To save others.
Save others, but at times you would always take action first, rather than talk and compromise. I am the spirit of vengeance, and I do bring suffering to those of deserving. But at times, not all are deserving of this. So tell me something, Sir Adrian. You do not agree with your friend Ortis on his brutality. Yet, you allowed him to sever both legs of a combatant.
Yes, I did not agree with his ways as well, but I was preoccupied. I did not know what he was doing up on
Sir Adrian,
the surface.
you have led men into battle and into war, but you led them with a sense of honor, and you taught them that honor. So I say this to you. Where is the leader who would sacrifice his own life if it means to protect his own people? Lead this team. Lead them to a path that is not drenched on the red sin line, where no misstep is allowed. Save them from that dark path. Save them, Adrian, before you lose them.
Save his companions or the party member. Save who again?
So, he's saying lead your team. Save them from that dark path of the sin red line where no misstep is allowed. Save them from that bloodshed. And you see that there is pain look in his eyes. And he says, I would like some time alone to meditate, if you wouldn't mind, Adrian.
I agree, but may I ask you one last question?
You may. As he is faced away from you, basically back turned to you, as he is looking at the horizon.
Do you know when I may encounter her siblings again, and when they may try to fight me?
All I could say is be prepared. And I know that they might have done evil. I am not asking you to spare them. I am not asking you to try and risk your life to save them. I'm asking you to end their nightmare of that pain, Sir Adrian. If you see them, try to offer them pain's release. No one should live like that. No one. So as he is saying this, he's basically saying that he's not asking you to save the people who are being, in a sense, persuaded by his sister. But he is asking that if you do encounter them, try to offer them peace. To save them from those nightmares. Whether you save them by not killing them, but shattering the resolve that they had and their connection to his sister, or by killing them and offering them internal peace. Basically, he's asking you to end their nightmares.
I will. I'll do what I can.
You can't see this, but he smiles and says, I know. Because you are an honorable, good man, Sir Adrian. And never forget that. Your parents would be proud. And with that, everything turns white as you return to the meditation room.
So, Adrian will just sit there for a while, I guess.
So that's what you're gonna do for the remainder. Just sit there and what's the word? Meditate on what happened.
Yeah.
Like reflect on what happened, what he said, what he asked, what you learned. Okay. So while that is happening, Ortis, Irma, you guys make your way to the Citadel. You go to where the Duchess is, in her private office within the Citadel. And she greets you.
Or just nods.
So, what brings you here today? Aside from Layla's magnificent way of being a mother now. She kind of smiles at that.
Or just looks to Irma. Nods his head.
Irma, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, just checking. So you guys are in the private office of the Duchess.
Okay. Alrighty. Is the Duchess available?
Yes, I said you're inside the office of the Duchess, and the Duchess is there.
I mean, we're inside the office is very different than the Duchess there, but okay.
Like I said, I don't exactly have an office map, so...
No, you're fine. Alright, in that case, I'll go over to the business and I'll go, hello. We were hoping to get a lay of the land to where we're going, this place near Mount Witch, before we actually undertake that expedition. So if you have any sort of maps or any research about the area, we would appreciate that.
Okay, so you asked this. And the Duchess basically looks at you as you say this and like... Yes, I have such information available.
Thank you. May we see?
Yes. And she basically hands you basically what appears to be 4 folders. And each one is titled differently. So you see one of the folders. I will type this in chat. I will type this in the game chat. So folder 1 is about Mount Witch itself. Folder 2 is about the noble in charge, and I will call him... I don't exactly have a name, so I will come up with a name later, but basically that is that. Folder 3 is about the the people and economy. About the people and the economy. And folder 4 is the military might. Is the military might. So it is talking about the Mount Witch area. For folder 1, folder 2 is talking about the noble who is in charge of that region. Folder 3 is about the people and the economy of the region. And folder 4 is the military might. It's about the military.
Okay. Ortis is with me, right?
Yes, Ortis is with you. He's in the room.
Alright, excellent. So Ortis, how about we divide these up and we can try and pull any interesting information, like old keeps where people might be hiding, etc., etc.
Guess we can do that. How long does it take to make that medicine that stabilizes people from the corruption? He asked the caretaker.
Okay, so the caretaker is not exactly in the office, but the Duchess does have a tablet. So she does have it up and give me a moment. So this is what I have named for the noble in charge of that region, which I am going to put in the chat. So I am also going to pin this. Where's the pin? Pin. Yes. So the noble that is in charge is Farron Shisk, and he is in charge of the Mount Rich region. So he is Baron Risk.
Hmm.
And the Supreme Caretaker says that I should have them made into small potion vials. One vial will be able to cure their symptoms, but they would need bed rest and to continue the treatment until the symptoms are gone, the Supreme Caretaker says.
Thank you.
Is this with regards to your tribe or yourself?
Tribe.
They've also been affected.
I don't know. I can't remember what happened that night. Everything's just more fuzzy. First time.
The source of the
So, she'll have the vials at the ready for you. By, well, whenever you need them. But she has them at the ready.
Almost forgot. Irma, did you get the arrows I gave you?
What
arrows?
What arrows?
I think it was an arrow or a bow. Was that bow or an arrow? Like Orders gave Irma a present. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, I. Yep. Emma. Sound cut out. You there?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So, Orders said that he gave your character arrows or a bow or something.
I think you weren't here for it. I think he was going for a bow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You gave him a magic bow.
Oh.
Yeah. So you have a bow that is magically enchanted. So you will do an extra +1 to attack and damage. Or no. When it's a +1, it's mostly to attack, to hit, not damage. So yeah, you have a +1. I think it was a +1 longbow that you have. That Ortis bought for you as a gift. So you can add that in the inventory. So I will add that.
Huh.
So it's a long. Come on. There we go. Long bow. I hate that my thing is slow. +1. It is a dex. It is proficient. Magic bonus. One? Yeah. It is a 1d8, which is a dex, which is plus 3, which is piercing 1d8. Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's what. Okay, so that's what that does, I think. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I added it. So you now have a magic longbow that will do a +1 to attack. Oh, okay, okay. So the magic. Okay, so it does go into damage. Okay. So it does go into damage. Okay. So yeah.
Attack and damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I added that to your inventory, so when you could log back in to Roll20, you would now have that in your inventory. So there you go. So you do have that.
Okay.
So you guys are given the folders. So my question is, what are you guys going to do? Are you going to look at the folders in the office of the Duchess, or are you going to take the folders back and go through them in the library?
That was the plan, yes, to cross-reference
against the information in the folders to what you could. Okay, so you do that. You pick up the folders, you put them in your bags, and you head to the You head to the
We head to the library.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like I said, I'm looking for like old peeps and that sort of thing where people could hide. General relations for the people there, between the people in the noble, information about Mount Rich, like creatures and monsters that have been
Okay, so you and Otis are in the library, and you're gonna go over what you can about the Mount Rich region with the photos that you have. So my question is, which one are you wanting to focus on? So are you wanting to focus folder 1, folder 2, folder 3, or folder 4?
I guess Otis will start with number 4.
Is the military. Okay. So you open it up, and as you look, you could see that the main thing is that they are mostly Yaren. However, you do have people who appear to not be Yaren, but they can't be certain who they are. But mostly it is a Yaren military. And you are immediately going through the files, and you notice that there are 2 groups within the military that are deadly. So one of them are the headhunters. Now they are the personal assassin group of the military to handle like assassination, sabotage, and basically any think special forces. So they are the headhunters. And the other group is known as the Slayers. They are mostly tasked with handling urban warfare within cities and all of that. So they mostly handle like operations within large urban cities and all of that. So whatever they need to do, like an operation, they are sent in as basically think of it like as the Coruscant Guard from Star Wars. But they are like the elite of that task force. They handle like terrorists or like criminal organizations. So the headhunters are basically like like there's the like in Star Wars Clone Commando. I don't know what team it was in, but basically think of them as like that.
One's Delta Force and the other one's a shock troop.
Yeah. Basically, one is Delta Force, the other is basically like the shock troopers. So one is like the elite police force. The other is basically like the Delta, like Navy SEALs, if you would. So yeah, so I will add that into the military. So two groups of interest: head hunters, elite special forces, slayers, elite police unit. So that is the true groups that you can know, but basically everything else about the military is of Yaren like design, basically of like Centurion, Legionary, and all of that. And basically not known. So those two groups are not known in the basic information that you can find within the library. So this is more like under the books investigation that the Duchess managed to acquire through the what is it? The spy network that she has. So that's what you are able to learn from the military might of this thing.
Does it mention relations to any like between the noble of the area and the military?
So you are asking.
If you want it simplified, it's I'm asking basically like are Baron, what's his name, Baron Pierce, are their soldiers loyal, or are there a lot of potential for deserters, or
You could tell that
compromise?
you could tell that these soldiers are loyal to their noble. So like each soldier within a region is loyal to the noble or the lord in charge of that region. So they are loyal. But that does not mean you cannot try to persuade them to like see the greater picture. I mean, like maybe there is people who are questioning the tactics of the noble or something. You don't know that, but you could tell that there is some people within the military who are questioning the methods, but they are not openly saying that.
I see.
So you can use that information to your advantage. So that's in folder 4. What folder do you want to look at next?
Let's do folder 1.
Okay, so it's the information about the Mount Rich. So, Mount Rich is a mountain that is magically capable of producing many different ores, so long as certain requirements are met. So that is how the island is able to maintain a steady influx of materials such as mithril, adamantite, whenever they are crafting or making their own items or armaments if they ever need to have it. And basically, they mostly got that surplus supply of the minerals from Mount Rich. So it is the main mineral supply line. Contains magical enchantment to produce the magical minerals for magic items. So that is the information about Mount Rich. So it is the main supply line for the magical minerals and all of that. And it contains the magical enchantment within the mines to produce the magical minerals for the magic items. So basically the magical ore that is needed. And this is actually common knowledge that you managed to cross-reference with the library and all of that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Any issues in the area?
So, yeah, large influx of workers are being sent there more than required. So reason is unknown. So basically, there is a large influx of workers sent there into the mines more than required. So the reason is unknown. She was not able to dig up any reason whatsoever. But because of the knowledge you guys required, it could be that this guy is searching for the monument of Mother. So that you do know. So I will say, true reason for monument of mother. So yeah. So that is the reason why workers are being sent there more. So yeah.
Okay. Wait. We have suspicion that they're building a monument of mother. Or
No,
is that
no, no,
actual-
no, no. The reason, reason, the true reason, searching for monument of mother. They are searching for it within the mines
Oh,
because there is a monument within the mines.
God. Okay. You know, I was just about to ask, like,
Yeah.
what is the potential that the mines have some extra passages? Alright. Well, I will eventually, take that information back to the group.
Okay.
If Ortis has any questions.
Yeah. So you looked at folder 4 and 1.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Let's look at all of them.
Okay. So which one do you want to look at next?
2.
Okay, so you want to learn some information about the noble. You want to learn about Farron, the Baron Farron. It rhymes. So okay. Okay. Okay, give me a moment. I'm just typing up which folder 2. There we go. So folder 2 is talking about the noble Baron Ferenshrisk. He is young and arrogant, he is a spoiled little brat, cares more about money than their people, and is partnered up with a strange man who is working for the champion of Mother.
Okay. And then finally, chapter 3. So I can kind of intuit that. Let's get the confirmation anyway.
Okay, so you are now wanting for folder 3. Correct?
What?
Do you want the information from folder 3, or is that all?
No, we want folder 3.
Okay. I'll type that up as well.
I can kind of, intuit, guess what the economy is based on. But give me the information anyway, because I would be very thorough in making sure that all of the information is collected.
Expensive. Not to mention. Okay. Okay, so folder 3 is about the people and economy. The economy is slightly unstable, for the Baron is purchasing expensive items and trinkets, not to mention he is secretly in the slave trade. The common folk are barely holding on and are suffering in silence. There is a small rebel group that is working with outsiders of Winter Haven. Not much is known. However, you do know that it is Ortis's sister and clan, and they are helping the rebels.
Hmm. Okay. Alrighty. So that concludes my question for today. Ortis, if you have any more questions, we can try and find those out.
Yep. So you guys managed to get whatever information you can, and I am going to assume that you go back to the manor to talk with the rest of the group, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I'll give the folders back to the Duchess.
She has copies. You could use them.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Like, she has copies. She's basically a spy master, so she has copies and extras just in case.
Fair enough.
I mean, you don't know this, but I'm saying this out of character that she's actually a spy master. She's great at information gathering.
Makes sense to me.
And I am just gonna ask, is everybody here?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm just making sure. Ortis, you're here?
Yep.
Okay, Nail, I'm gonna assume you're here, so yeah, but you're choosing to be mute. Okay. So, everybody returns. Well, the two return, and, Shala is actually there in the, common waiting room. And she sees Ortis and Irma, walk in, and, she greets the both of you, and says, "How did your visit go with the Duchess?"
Went good. We got a lot of information.
Yeah, we got a ton of information. So, firstly, the main export, I guess, is minerals, magical minerals for magic items. And the Duchess has managed to sneak a fair number of spies. And to search into the mines, it's believed that there is some monument to your mother in the mine.
Shala is not the daughter of the mother. That would be Layla. So you're speaking with Shala.
I totally mistook who was talking. Okay, scratch that.
But she kind of like get the gist.
Yeah. So, and anyway, we got a lot of information.
So, Sala, how was your day?
My day was entertaining. I basically was able to see a green dragon. Never expected to see one of those.
Isn't he cute? Isn't it cute?
Yes, they are cute when they're that size, but wait until they grow up. And they won't be as cute as now.
Did I ask you this, Irma? What brings you here to this island?
Did you ask me this?
Yes, Otis is asking what brings you to the island.
Oh, yes. Well, so, funny story. We had a bit of a family tiff back home, and my family doesn't really believe me about something that I thought I saw. And I said that, you know what, I'm going to go prove it. And I decided to go out and prove it. And then in investigating that, I wound up at the island that you guys found me on. Well, actually, you don't know about that. But anyway, I wound up at an island. I ran into these other people here, Neil, Adrian, and Myra, and picked up on that ever since. So far, I haven't really found any signs of what I've been searching for, unless I was mistaken. This monument to Mother might be related to it. I'm pretty sure it was draconic in nature. Not quite sure. But yeah, that's basic. It's one of those things where you're really hoping you're wrong, just because if you're right, not going to resolve well. You understand? I'm sure you understand.
I can't use. Well, at least you'll have to. Let's hope by the Allfather then you're wrong, if that is the case.
Thank you. I would appreciate that. That way, only I look like an idiot. And nothing else happens.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm rather used to it, so it's okay. Right. So, I guess we should tell everyone everything that we found, right?
Okay.
Alright. So then, I guess we're gonna go interrupt, I don't know, feeding time or whatever.
Guess they have stairs. Guess Oris will knock on the door.
Come in.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna presume that you did free the dragon.
Yes.
How are you positioned with this dragon? Is the dragon still gonna be in your arms, or are you gonna put the dragon like in a little like doggy bed type thing?
Doggy bed, I think.
Okay, it is sound asleep, and I'm gonna presume that you're watching over it,
Yes.
over him.
Yeah.
So yeah. So is Emma and Otis going to see the dragon? Hello? I'm back. So who is going to go see the dragon? Was it Otis and Emma?
Yeah, we're going to see the dragon. We're also going to tell everyone all of that we found.
Okay.
And, inform Layla, hey, there's a statue of your mom in the cave.
Well, not a statue, but a monument to Mother. So I would also presume Adrian is also gonna go to the dragon as well. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah. So everybody's meeting in Layla's room. Yay, dragon people. So Elma and Otis relay what they found. So the information that I did is in game chat, and I pinned it. So if you want to copy that, put it in your notes, it is up to you. But basically, that's what information they acquired. And Layla, you do know that there was, like, I do have maps for you. And all of these maps had the indications of what was on it, like hideouts, monuments, supposed locations.
Mm-hmm.
So the confirmation of that there is a potential monument of your mother within Mount Witch is confirmed.
I mean, yeah, I already knew there was a monument to Mother at Mount Witch.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that it has just been confirmed. So I'm letting you know of that.
Okay.
So what is the plan?
Well, once we meet Ortis' sister, I thought we would go up to the fortress that separates the north from the south, and then investigate the random storehouse thingy that might be in the mountains before going to Mount Witch.
You want to go to that area, the supposed vault.
Yes, because I want magic stuff.
You want magic stuff, and you wanted the Staff of Power, I believe. Yes? Was it the Staff of Power or the Wand of Power? I think it was the Staff of Power.
It's a staff.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, so if that's your plan, totally could go with that. So is everybody going to go to bed, or is there still
Adrian.
is there stuff that you still want to do?
Adrian wants to go to bed.
What did you want to do?
Adrian's going to bed.
I'm talking about Emma.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm also going to bed.
Okay, it's because Bramble, it is hard to hear you. Check your user settings and check voice and video and check if your input volume is okay.
No, I already know that's their max. It's just my computer for whatever reason.
Okay.
Although,
Are you using
we're
headphones?
bed. Huh?
Are you using a headset?
Yes.
Okay, that might be a headset kind of thing.
Yeah, it could be.
I also know you can manually change the settings for the headset itself. So you have to go for the settings and check
No, I know.
input.
I know. That's right. I think it's just this headset. Mic is not very good. Anyway, no, I am going to bed. Also,
Okay.
very late over here, so.
Oh, so you're gonna go to bed?
In real life, I'm sinking up.
Well, I'm thinking we're gonna go on until like 12, and that's it.
Oh, okay. I can hang on till then.
So what is everybody doing? Are you guys gonna go to bed? You gonna tune in, or you gonna do something else?
Let's go to bed.
Okay, so Emma goes to her room. Boris goes to his. Nail, are you going to? Yeah, you're gonna go to your room. You're not gonna stay in Layla's room. Okay.
No.
Okay. So I would presume everybody's going to bed. Elma, as you are sleeping, you have a dream. And in this dream, you see what appear to be fae-like individuals. And they appear to be conversing, chatting. And then a dark cloud and storm descends. And everything around them begins to wither and die. Slowly. And you then look at your hands, and you see your hands begin to wither and die as well. And as that happens, you then find yourself in what appears to be a husk of a tree with pink petals. And you just feel unbridled anger and vengeance. And then you feel a sense of calm as a hand reaches out for you and you take it. And you then have a peaceful sleep. What you can interpret is you might be seeing the dreams of your companion that you are bonded with.
Oh. Is this before we were bonded or after?
This is probably before you were bonded, so you are seeing memories of her. You're seeing her memories.
So I assume that this is from when we met?
Yep.
Okay.
Layla,
Yes.
you are sleeping. You are sound asleep. Until you feel something is off. You get a sense something isn't right.
I get up.
You get up and you notice on your side, snuggling up to you, is the little wormling green dragon.
I pat it and go back. Go back to sleep.
You thought I was gonna pull like, oh hey, someone's in your room. It's gonna be the Raven Mask guy. No. I got you there, didn't I?
Okay.
Sorry. Ortis,
Yeah.
you're sleeping. Can I ask you,
Yep.
what would Ortis be dreaming about at this point?
Let's see. Probably having like mixed dreams of battle, and probably some nostalgic dreams of him and helping his father and his family, like house chores and that kind of thing.
Okay. As you are dreaming, your dreams begin to take a different sensation, as you then find yourself on a cliff overseeing a vast ocean. And within this view, you see a large figure cloaked in a dark silhouette, but you recognize this to be a large serpent-like creature. And this creature eyes you for a moment. This is the thing, by the way. So I posted in the game chat the link to where you're gonna see it. But you see this creature, and you then see in front of you you see a Goliath. You see a large Goliath. Give me a moment. For some reason, I forgot to turn this off. But it's okay. I would say... sound effects. No, it's okay. So, you see this Goliath. And he appears to be holding a large sword that is Gunkarian design. However, you see there are runes on it, and you recognize these runes as giant. And where the hell is it? Did I put the right one? Whatever.
Is it the sword right before Jormungandr?
Yes, it's the image of the serpent Jormungandr. So, you see these runes and you see this creature, and you just get a sense of dread from it. What do you do?
Do we have a weapon?
You are with your equipment, yes.
Who are you?
The large creature says nothing, but the Goliath grasps the sword and approaches you in a battle stance.
Or just takes a breath and prepares for battle.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you to roll for give me a moment to get the turn initiative. There we go. I'm gonna ask you to roll for initiative.
Okay, I'm going to see what I healed up. All my abilities are back.
Yeah, all of your abilities are back, by the way. And just give me a moment. I was thinking it was him who had it. Yeah. Ooh, 15. Okay. So, this guy comes at you. And you see him do a strange incantation. He speaks in giant, and you recognize what he says in giant. Hang on, I need to actually pull up the actual stats of this. It's in my D&D Beyond thing. My homebrew creations. That's not the one I was looking for. Damn it! Would this thing load faster? There we go. So this person speaks in an incantation. He says, "I am Ragnarok." And you see this blade erupt with thunderous energy. And he's then going to take a swing at you. Does 19 hit?
Nope.
It doesn't hit?
Nope.
Okay. So it goes to swing at you. I'm gonna presume, do you have your shield?
I don't think I have a shield.
Oh, you don't have a shield. Then how do you have a high armor class?
The mithril plate and the earth gem.
Oh, right. The Earthstream. Yes. So, basically he goes to attack you, but you manage to sidestep out of the way. But as you do that, as the blade makes contact with the ground, the entire ground kind of like erupts with thunderous backlash of energy. And he just turns to you to look at you. This Goliath is in armor, but the one distinguished thing he has is a black metal helmet. And he just raises the blade at you. This is a great sword. And he just raises the blade at you. And that's going to be his turn.
Okay, Otis will summon his echo, and he will attack. Does 19 hit?
It does. So yeah, that's 10 slashing.
Plus 1d4.
So that's 11.
Then he'll attack again.
Okay. 26 hits. Okay, that's going to be 8 plus 1d4. So that's 12.
And one incarnation. One unleash incarnation.
Yeah, that hits. Yep. Yeah. So, you cut him down. He falls down. But this creature you see above you, looming above you, just... And out comes, from the depths of the ground and shadow. It's 2 more individuals that are similar to the one you just cut down with the same blade.
I put my axe up and grab the guy's sword.
The sword? You're gonna try to pick up the sword?
Yep.
Roll me a contested wisdom check.
Your wisdom?
Wisdom. It's a wisdom. Ooh. Okay. So you pick up the sword. As you pick it up, you feel a burning sensation. And you hear in your head, "Give in, child of giants. You will pledge yourself to me, and you will bring the end to all the realms." That's what you hear in your head. But you managed to resist its controlling effect. So at the moment, you still have control.
Let's see what this thing can do.
Okay. So, is that your turn?
I guess.
Yep.
He grabs the sword, so.
Yeah. So, now it's
Yeah.
these guys' turn. So, as their bonus action, they're going to activate the sword, and it roars with thunderous energy. And they are going to attack you. This guy is cladded in chainmail, but he is Viking. So first guy misses. Second guy misses. These guys are not rolling. But, so you manage to get out of their way as they kind of like slam down. You just see this reptilian serpent-like creature just looking at you, eyeing you, as you manage to dodge the attacks. That's their turn. They're just having the battle stances pointed at you, ready to fight you. your move.
I'll slash at them.
Okay. Are you gonna use the sword? Because remember, they had to use a bonus action to basically activate the incarnation of the sword. So do you want to activate the incarnation of the sword, or you're just gonna slash it with just a regular slash?
I already rolled my dice, but activate it just to see what happens.
Okay, so you roll a 22 with the greatsword. So you slash at one of them. You slash at them, and it hits. 8 slashing. Okay. So you like slash at them. They get pushed back a bit, but they still stand.
He attacks again.
So my question is, you're using the greatsword. So like you dropped your axe and you just picked up the greatsword.
He still kept it. He just put it away. He just grabbed it.
Yeah, okay, so you just stowed it. Okay. So,
Yeah.
So continue your turn.
Yep.
Hits. Okay. Okay.
He uses Echo, and he'll attack again.
Okay. That misses. So your echo goes to attack, and he just uses the greatsword to basically block it, having his hand on the handle and the other hand on the blade itself to basically block the attack.
And he'll end his turn.
Okay. I need you to make a wisdom save. Ooh. You hear the voice again. Submit to me, child of Gunkar. You are bred for conquest and for war. Allow me, Jormungandr, to give you the strength. Allow me to bestow upon you my gift. And you immediately feel the ringing in your head as this voice rings through your mind. And from the time forward, so it's now my turn. So these guys, they're going to attack you again. Both of them. 18 probably misses. $13 misses. So you managed to sidestep them. You managed to get away from them. And they're just like attacking you. And as this is happening, you see coming out of the ground more of these copies of this individual come out and incarnate the sword. As the serpent's eyes flare with like joy and astonishment. It's your turn.
Realizing the nature of the sword, like, he just says, my nature. Takes a breath, grabs it, and just throws it at one of the echoes.
You're gonna throw the sword.
Yeah.
Roll a wisdom save. $19. Okay, you manage to throw the sword. You throw it, and it does impale one of the echoes. And you do that. And the echo just gets back up and removes the impaled sword, and now it has 2 swords. What do you do?
Grabs his battle axe and attacks it.
Okay, roll an attack. Misses.
Okay, I'll attack again if possible.
Okay. Hits. Okay, you slash at it, and you cut it down. But as you cut it down, more of these people rise again.
Okay.
Is that going to be the end of your turn?
He's gonna do a quick look around.
Okay, make a perception check. 9. Okay, the only thing you see that is basically more concerning to you than the other surroundings is basically the enemies that are coming for you and the giant god-like snake that is staring you down. You don't see anything else.
Okay.
You end your turn?
I'll move a little bit closer to the snake.
Okay, you're moving closer to the cliff. These guys are going to get an attack opportunity on you. Because you're moving away from them. That's going to hit. So, I do believe a great sword does 2d6. So that's going to be 12. And it's going to deal an extra 2d6. So it's going to be 12 slashing plus 6 thunder damage. Next guy misses. Third guy misses. So you only hit, and you felt the raging wrath of the thunder attack from the sword. And you get closer to where the serpent is. You are right up to him. Like, this guy is gargantuan, by the way. So you reach where the cliff is, where he basically is, where you see that there are rocks and the ocean below you. What do you do?
I'll use Adrenaline Rush, and I'll jump at this giant snake.
Roll an athletics check for me. 14. Okay, you get a running start as you jump, axe in the hand, going to try to attack this thing. Make an attack roll. I am going to allow you to make an attack roll. Roll high. Roll high.
My God.
You go and attack, and as you attack, the serpent just like bares its teeth and attacks you. You are knocked back to the cliff, and you grasp your arm. Although, where you are seeing your arm, you are missing your main hand. Your I'm gonna. What is Ortis's main hand?
He's
Like his-
left-handed.
Yeah, his left hand.
Actually, right hand.
Right hand. Okay. His entire right arm is bisected. It is gone, along with your axe. And you see blood cover this creature's teeth as he just looks at you. Your strength betrays you, Ortis, child of Gunkar. You will fail every time.
Every time.
As soon as he says this, you then hear a familiar voice. You hear, "Brother!" as you see your sister behind you, as she is fighting these creatures. And she is being overpowered. What do you do?
He grabs his hand axe with his left hand and just goes at those creatures that are attacking his
Okay,
sister.
so you move, but you already used some of your movement, so you can only move. So your intention is to go to try to save her. So
Yeah.
that will be the end of your turn. I need you to make a wisdom save. 20. Okay, you managed to resist this thing again, but you are feeling that there is going to be a limit on how much you could take. So now it's these guys' turn, and they're not attacking you anymore. They're now attacking your sister, and yeah, that's going to hit. Oh, so one just slashes at her, and like thunder effects, like blows her back. Another one attacks her. Hits. There are the hits I have been waiting for. Let's freaking go. Ooh. So another one attacks her by her leg. She's on her knees now. Another one from behind attacks. Misses. But another one that is in front goes and attacks her. Misses again. She is bleeding. Blood is coming from her mouth. She is looking at you. And she just mouths something. And she just says, "I am sorry." As another one comes to attack her. And manages to hit her. Yeah. And it goes and basically bisects her head with a thunderous boom. And you see her head whoosh, 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 flying through the air. And it just plops on the ground as her body kind of like slumps over. And they all turn to you. And you hear this serpent god says, "You would fail because you lack the strength and the conviction to utilize your inner strength. That is why you are weak. Give in, Ortis, son of Gunkar. Accept who you are." and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage -5. You feel your hands go numb. You fall to your knees. You are kneeling in a puddle of blood. You just see your dead sister's body. You see then hordes of bodies. You then see your parents, your clan. They are all dead. And the only thing you see Yarin soldiers killing them. Killing your clan. Killing your people. And they turn to you and they go to attack you. They then stab you in the heart.
He just attacks back. He doesn't care.
You fall numb, fall back, and you're in a dark void. And you then feel the voice of this serpent god says, "Find the champion. Claim your birthright. And you will never feel this weak again. Ortis, son of Gunkar, champion of Ragnarok." And you wake up, it's morning. Your arm is there. You are not bloody. You are awake.
So it's immediately go to Irma's room.
Emma's room, okay. Okay. You go to Emma's room.
Slamming at the door.
You're banging at the door. I would presume that the banging can be heard at the house. Emma, you wake up immediately hearing forceful banging on your door. You're mute, by the way. Emma, you're mute. Emma, are you there? Emma.
I don't think they're there.
Okay. Well, you go, bang on the door, nothing happens.
I guess he heads downstairs to like a washing place.
You could totally do that.
Splashes some water on himself. And
Okay.
he just heads back into his room. And just begins praying.
Okay, who are you praying to?
Here.
Who? Tyr? Okay.
Here.
Okay, you are praying to Tyr. What are you asking Tyr to do?
He's just going for the motion, so a prayer.
Okay. So as that is happening, you all wake up.
Check on the dragon, baby.
Dragon baby is safe. He's actually still in your bed.
Mm-hmm. Going to go get myself breakfast and bring what leftovers for the dragon.
Okay. You go do that. Nothing awry happens as you go do that. My question is, are you going to leave the dragon in your room, or are you going to take the dragon with you?
If it's still asleep, just leave it there for now.
Okay, dragon is going to still be in your bed. You go request food and everything for the dragon, which, by the way, I do hope you actually came up with a name for it.
Mm-hmm.
Care to tell me the name?
Mordred.
Mordred, okay. Mordred. In Layla.
Okay, Morgana. As long as you're not trying to murder kings and take over Camelot, I think everything should be fine.
Yeah. So, you go get the food. There's no issue. You also eat your own breakfast. I'm gonna presume everybody also wakes up and goes down to eat their breakfast. And basically, nothing goes wrong. Although you do notice that Otis is not down for breakfast. Could
Very
be
odd of
he.
him.
Could be he's just sleeping in.
He's usually always first.
I suppose we could go check on him.
He's probably still in his room. You can. Let's go check on him.
Alright.
Okay.
I knock on Otis's door.
You knock on his door. Otis, do you answer?
So for a second, you can come in. He actually says it accidentally in Orcish.
You just hear a response in Orcish.
I don't understand Orcish. Is
I
Emma
do.
with me?
He's saying we can go in.
Okay.
Open the door slowly.
You see Otis on his knees praying.
It's unusual for you to miss breakfast. More so you... Are you alright, Otis? You seem...
Oris takes
Okay.
a deep breath.
Aw.
We're going to bed soon, Chloe.
I'm not okay. I had a dream last night.
Well,
An
most people
omen.
do. An omen.
In that dream, I was visited by giants. I was visited by the world serpent. And I was battling shadows.
Do you mention the Goliath with the black helmet?
Yeah. I faced a warrior, Goliath, black helmet, carrying a powerful sword. The sword spoke to me, beckoning with power for servitude, to bring an end to it all for Ragnarok.
Interesting.
Have you seen these
I'm
before?
gonna presume that was Layla there. I'm gonna presume was Layla there because the person he's describing was a character, a player
Is he
character.
similar? Oh,
Yeah. But I'm gonna presume Nail and Adrian would remember. It is Halfdan. Or this is describing Halfdan, who last had the giant great sword. So yeah. So I don't think Layla would know, but
No.
Adrian and Nail would know.
Yes.
Interesting.
My sister was there. She was battling up those shadows. She was battling those beings, warriors. She was cut down before my eyes. All of my clansmen were dead, and they took the form of soldiers. What were the soldiers' name again called?
They were Yaran soldiers.
They took the form of Yarn soldiers.
Perhaps it's just something that bubbled up in your own mind, worried about, what's going to happen next. And then again, I've never had normal dreams either. But what would you do? Do nothing? If it's a vision of the future, or a trick to make you give up.
In a way to give up, but in the service of another.
Another?
Yes. Did you say Surtur as a creature, DM?
What? Serpent? Yeah, it
Did
was
you
a...
say Surtur?
I said Jormungandr, but Surtur, you mean the fire giant?
Yeah.
No, there was no Surtur, it was just Jormungandr.
There we go. Yes. They wanted to break me to make them a servant of Urangaba.
First time I've heard of your remains under stretching its tentacles. Mostly it's just been asleep.
I believe is an omen of my fall.
So it is 12. This is where I'm gonna end. So this is gonna end where Otis talks about his dream and tells him about Jormungandr, where everybody is prepared to go meet Otis's sister and continue the adventure into their quest to solve and contain and stop this corruption of the Bazurite crystals, and possibly stop Muzzer's invasion. So, with this in mind, we're gonna end the game. No one leveled up. I hope you all enjoyed the game, and I will see you guys 2 weeks from now. I'll see you guys next session.
Yay.
Yeah, see you,
Alright.
you guys.
Good night.
See.
Yes.
Yep.
Bramble, thank you for joining us. I do hope you could join with us again, and just keep me apprised of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I also hope you managed to get back into Roll 20. So, if you have any questions in that regard, I don't mind helping you.
Is it a case of bad internet connection, or is it a browser problem? Is it bad internet connection or a browser problem why you can't get into Roll20?
Oh no,
Or-
none of those. It's just it's
You said it was your password, right?
Yeah, it's my password, and then it's trying to send the forgot password to a phone number that I've replaced. You know.
Okay, well, I'll let you figure that out.
Worst
I will
case
figure it
scenario, you can create another account. I think you can copy paste your sheet to your new one.
Well, I'll let you guys go.
Mhm.